A galactic civil war spreads across the stars. From the heights of Coruscant to fiery Mustafar, to fight the evil empire, for people join the fray. These are the heroes of the Hydian Way.
Welcome to Heroes of the Hydian Way. This is a Star Wars actual play podcast, and we're playing in Edge Studios' Age of Rebellion system. This is Intermission 2, Episode 1, and I'm Ben, the GM for this adventure, and I'm using they-them pronouns.
I'm Erica, and I'm playing Norin Gremian, they-them engineer scientist.
I'm Henry, I use she-they pronouns, and I'll be playing Isasel An, using she-her pronouns, and she's the ship pilot, captain, and local gay panic.
Alright, let's get a Destiny pool.
Destiny pool.
Are we even gonna need it?
I'm gonna use every one of them. Oh no, I'm not. That's the one. Two dark side points.
2 dark side points.
3 dark side points. If
this is a thing.
this is like a this is great.
How are you planning on using those, benevolent GM?
I don't know yet. We start in the ISR home space station. It is alive with activity. There's crews and people and support staff walking everywhere, driving on the little people mover carts, droids clomping around and scurrying. Even mouse droids going all over from floor to ceiling. Some of them seem to be in a race on the ceiling. But focus very quickly goes down a quiet hallway next to the dry dock in the enclosed asteroid of ISR headquarters. And there in a temporary office, we see Izazel looking at the paperwork for getting the Codfather fixed up and looked over from the most recent adventure. The scoring, the bottom of the ship being somewhat dug up, the transportation of unverified plants and insects, all those sorts of things, like just form after form, the joys of being a captain, especially in an organization as big as ISR. So, my first question is there any music playing?
Oh yeah, Isasel has smooth space jazz going. Just 'cause it's just such a headache over all this paperwork, and she does find it calming and relaxing. Just one paper at a time, one more, and then the next, and then the next, and then it's a calf break.
Wait. Isasel listens to space jazz while doing work, while Norin listens to rec punk while doing work. That's just a wonderful. Anyway.
I mean, that is kind of awesome. As the smooth jazz is going on, there's a knock at the door jamb. I'm assuming that the door would normally be open because you can at least see out and see the struts and that of the Codfather as they work on it.
Oh yeah, she always keeps the door open. Like she likes to say she has an open door policy, and she takes it literally.
Entirely fair. And there is this Coruscanti human just standing there. You're not 100% certain how long he's been standing there, but has a data pad. Oh, Captain, while everyone's been off and gallivanting around Medbay, I did just get a transmission in from First Officer Norin. The one detail that seems to be an issue, though, is there's a fair amount of static, and I could only clean it up so much.
Thank you for bringing me the message, Troway. What's the... She kind of looks at Troway. You know what? I want to see something. I want to see if I get it.
What are you doing?
She activates sense, like, up near him, and just to sense, like, his, like, emotional, like, state, because she's like, okay, he's looking at him as, like, something's off. What's Troway's emotional state?
Troway is worried. Troway is very worried about how Izazel is about to react to the message that Troway has.
She kind of just puts her, like, paperwork down. She lets the music keep playing. She's not pausing that. She's like, it's calming. Gets up, walks over to around the desk to Troway. It's a small office, and she's like, okay, Troway, can I see the message?
Troway then hands the message to you and takes a half step back.
She presses play slowly. He's like, what am I about to hear?
Attend ISR. After getting back to Muriel, I... Not coming back. I just can't. Bye.
For my own good, I'm gonna roll a discipline check.
Alright, I will say 2 purple.
I'm gonna agree. You know what? I'm making one of those purples a red for myself, because I'm like, no, I need this. I need this to hurt. A success and a threat. She stays calm. She, like, quietly, like, takes a breath, puts down the pad, pulls out a briefcase type container, opens it up, and just starts putting her paperwork into the case. her personal data pad, her paperwork. She only has one hand to work with right now because she has a cybernetic stump, so she's just kind of like slowly and calmly putting stuff in there. But if Charlie looks at her, she's very much stern, serious face. Like, you see the sweat coming down the side of her, like, her head, and she's like slowly putting stuff up, quietly closes it, locks it, picks it up, and looks at Troy. It's like, I will return. I need to go. I know where there's a ship. What did that threat give me?
Okay, so are you pressing past Troway?
She's gonna try to walk past Troway because she just like kind of walks up and like is calmly walking towards him to walk past him.
Okay. In that case, Troway very deftly steps back and somewhat leans to the side, like steps back, turns so that their shoulders are almost against the bulkhead, tilts so that it looks like they're reaching down, and then like they're picking something up as you start walking out the door.
She, like, when she walks out door, she just stops, looks back at Troway. It's like, if anyone asks, Wait, stops. Has anyone else heard this message?
Oh no! As soon as I decoded it, I came directly to you. Well, mostly directly.
Do me a favor. Take your time giving this to the others. In fact, if the message just takes until I get back to get to everyone else, so be it. But take your time.
Oh, I think that could be arranged.
She kind of nods her head. Thank you, Charway. If you want, you can use my office while I'm gone.
What would I need your office for?
She points to like her non-used hand right now in there. She's like, I have a personal calf maker. We call it the Keurig. and it walks into the like where all the ships are docked. There's one in particular she knows is out there that she's looked at before.
I mean, there's a raft of ships. Like, there's some that are in what I would call hot storage. There's several that have different crews attached to them with different liveries on them. I mean, yeah, there's a couple that look like they're Naboo commercial ships and several the like. There's even one that looks like it's from Ariadu, though it looks very beat up for an Ariadu ship. But yeah, there's several that look to be in like hot standby.
She remembers seeing in the past seeing a jump master here. She's seen that one's still there. Because that would be one of their like search and rescue ships.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to go with there to actually be 4 jump masters that are there that are set up for a pilot to literally jump into and go. Sorry, I just noticed a pun.
All right, I'm just gonna roll a stealth I'm gonna roll a stealth check for her for quietly getting into the ship without anyone noticing. What kind of difficulty would you call that?
You know, I think it's going to be just 1 red, 1 purple on account of him actually using one of those destiny points that I got.
Yay! Gonna roll that real quick. 2 success and 2 threats. Well, she's not getting noticed, but
Isazel's not getting noticed, but Isazel also doesn't notice something.
yeah, she's so focused on going. Like, she just kind of like puts her stuff in there quietly, kind of like takes in the seat. She's in her the outfit she wore on the first mission, the smuggler outfit with the long coat and everything. And gets in, sits down, sets the door close, and just starts starting up the ship.
Cool. You do notice that several of the checks are going very quickly as, okay, sure, this is normally stored in a very easy to start up fashion, but this one's going even faster than you would expect.
Huh. Well, they really do keep everything prepared here. Like, turns out, and she just, as soon as all the checks are done, she's just gonna like detach and take off.
All right. I do want to get a. Pilot space roll just on account of both tradition and also making sure that how noticed it is that the ship's leaving.
Let's see if I rip off another docking bay.
Pretty much. How fast are you going?
She's not gonna go like she's not full punching it, but she is gonna go at like a good. She's not going slow. She's going at like a slightly faster than normal speed because she does. If she goes too fast, everyone will notice.
All right. So that, interpreting that as a speed, I'm assuming speed 3, which would make everything 2 red and 1 purple. But you do get a boost on account of the handling.
Yeah. All right, let's roll that. I got 2 successes, a threat, and a despair. Don't tell me I broke another dog.
No.
Oh god. I haven't started the next arc yet.
I'm... Okay, yeah, this one... I just sort of like this one. It's like, oh, darling, that was one of your better takeoffs that I've seen.
She kind of just stops like, what?
Well, considering you've ripped off a docking port, you've skidded the Codfather along the side. I've seen the hollow of that one. But yes, that of the ones that I've seen, that is one of the best takeoffs you've had.
She looks over and just like, just verify that's Trellway's voice next to her, right?
Oh, yes.
Stops, looks over. I really was just focused. Stop. Well, I mean, that's one way to not get the recording to anyone else.
Well, you did need a change of clothes, Tal.
She looks down, looks like, go, Trellway, when you're right, you're right. So, when I go on guess you're going on an impromptu vacation as she like starts like punching in astrogation coordinates for Muriel.
Oh, yes. I left the final bits of paperwork with Izzy. He'll get it done. Or pay someone to.
More likely the second one.
Alright. I'm figuring with the way everyone is weirdly close to the Heidian way, I'm figuring that there's actually not much of a need for a hyperspace roll, so I'm figuring that as the hyperdrive levers are pulled, then essentially a screen wipe happens, and stretching out before the purple and yellow painted Jumpmaster is this pink desert with a bit of a green hue to it of Muriel's landscape.
Quite beautiful out here. I can see why they wanted to come back.
Yes.
She's gonna just like gently bring it in to like to dock. Actually, wait. There's one thing she's gonna do before that, which is, I mean, this thing has long range, extreme range sensors on it.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna shorten her time to find Norin because there's one thing she knows, and that if Norin came back here, a the message came out, but B didn't even need that because Norin is the exact person who would take their data pad and their work home. So she's gonna try to find Norin's like data pad and comm. Just like turn on the sensors and see if she could like spot where that is.
Okay, to do that would be a computers check. I'm gonna go with. You're looking for a very specific thing. That would probably make it a 3 purple check. I am going to give you a. Actually, I'll give you an upgrade on account of Trailways there.
Score, because I would only have 2 green because she's not great with computers. Can I argue for a boost because it's just like it's something she's like have to like ping before and like something that would be like saved in the system of a signal to look for.
Okay, yeah, I can go with that.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go with that. But the yellow, green, 3 purple, and a boost. Watch me fail somehow. I've had a day. 2 failures. Looks like we're doing this old school style. We're going
How
to.
hard can it be to find one scientist on a planet in the middle of nowhere? Very hard.
I mean,
There's weird interference happening.
Mm-hmm. Yes, there is. There's like some odd interference that is happening from the atmosphere.
Huh.
At that point, I'm going to go with Trailway just hands you a contact address. Yeah, a contact address of, this is where Norn's father is.
She kind of looks at the paper, looks at the info, and just looks at Charlie and just goes, one day you're going to make a great captain.
Oh no, darling. I can never handle the responsibility.
You did just run away from your responsibilities with me to Muriel, so you're already acting like a captain as she takes the ship in.
Landing somewhere nearby in Vera City, outlooking over these wonderful pink-hued mountains. this purple and yellow jump master comes in for a landing. The two of you are able to actually get out of the ship.
She gets out of Troy and looks around to look for whoever's in charge of this like docking bay, so she could hand him the captain card to pay for this. At this point, ISR's gonna know. Might as well just add more trouble to it.
Yeah, I'm figuring that there's like a small squad of droids that come out with a somewhat reduced size protocol droid. Welcome to Vera City. We are here to fulfill any of your vehicular needs. What sort of services do you need, good being?
Hello, I just need to dock my ship here for a little while. Maybe up to a few weeks, few days. It depends on how this meeting goes. Can I just... she's like, right there, I need to just pay you for this. Oh, I should probably give you the name of this ship. Looks over. The Trout Sister. And hands the captain card.
Yeah, the droid will take it, scan it, and it's like, oh, aren't you lucky? We have a special for the Festival of Stars happening. Your stay seems to be aligning perfectly for that. Thank you. And then hands back the card and turns around. The small, I'm going with the treadwell, wheels over and uses one of its multitudes of arms and hooks up the fueling hose.
She just looks around at the droid. She's like, I really do enjoy these droids. So interesting. As she goes out to either find a taxi or find a rent-a-speeder place and just make her way.
I am entirely thinking that, yeah, you just on the outside of the spaceport proper is a vehicle rental place there of Spavis.
just goes into space quietly and calmly, goes into Spavis. At this point, you know what? Vacation's been fun. So I put on the captain's card. He'll dock it from her pay later.
Yeah, you're able to get a pretty average land speeder.
Alright, she's just gonna get in there with Choway, and just once put everything in the trunk and just like drive off. And she's so happy Choway came because she really thought about it. She had no other clothes. She just had her captain's clothes. She's like, if I was here for 10 days, I would have been buying new clothes the entire time. Choway, you really are a lifesaver.
Oh, don't I know it? And I'm figuring at that point he'll throw his head so that his hair flicks into the wind and looks very fetching.
Just out here living his best life.
This man just got a free vacation out of this because I'm about to, as she's driving, she's looking at Troy. It's like, okay, Troy, when I get over there, I'm going to leave you with the bags and give you the captain's card to go get a hotel room. Hopefully if there's a festival going on right now, hopefully there's some left. For yourself, have a second bed just in case. Well, actually, no, do get one with me. She's like thinking about it. I honestly don't know what I'm about to run into. Troy, just get a hotel.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll keep my comm on me.
A hotel, not four houses. Gotcha.
It's just like, and I'll find my way there. I'll have my comm on me. And she's like, Troy fighting party sees her starts panicking a little. She's like, I mean, it's hopefully they don't just push me away or don't want to see me anymore. She's like a little start to hyperventilate while driving. Troy, can I ask you a personal question?
Oh, of course, doll.
Okay, this stays between me and you. As honestly, you're outside the Shen. You're extremely good at keeping stuff between us, unless you're telling everyone I just don't know. Which, if I don't know, just don't tell me.
He'll nod.
She looks up. So, have you ever been in love before?
Oh, a few times over the years, yes.
Me too. It's just she was like kind of panicked. She's like, I've never felt this panicked before. Stops. I mean, it's just her father there. Why am I nervous? Why am I nervous? Why am I nervous?
It isn't because of their father that you're worried. You're worried about them having left and leaving a message saying they might not be back. The absence of Norn would drive you more Mainaki.
She giggles, and like the first time she's kind of like calmed down for a second. She's like, "Thank you, Charlie. You know, you're a good friend. Did you know that?"
Well, what sort of a communications officer would I be if I didn't try and get to what people are actually saying?
You are so right, Charlie. We do not pay you enough. How much are we paying you? We need to pay you more.
I get paid?
She stops. When we get back, I am getting you paid. What do you mean you're not getting paid?
It's a clever negotiation strategy.
Oh, I thought it was entirely with the room and board and the equipment. That's what I had gotten with the Imperials.
We have a salary.
Was he an indentured servant?
Stop right there. Did you not get paid with the Empire?
It's not like I could use it while we were on ship anyway. So it just was off.
It's Joey, I'm going to verify that you have pay, and if you don't have it, I'll get you back pay. But we probably have an account that just has... That explains all those messages. Oh, I really need to open all my messages. Oh, Joey, we're going to fix a lot for you when we get back. I have some credits on me. You take the captain's card. Just use that to pay for things.
All right. All right. Absolutely.
Just don't go to a Shen and Kidra level of spending on that card. I'm still getting... I now have a limit, just so you know.
Oh, of course.
I used to not.
How fascinating. Now, shan't you be off?
She's like, I will be off. Thank you for being here with me, Choe. Honestly, I may have panicked way too much without you, so I'll calm you when I need to know where the hotel is. Oh, wish me luck.
Here's luck.
And she kind of like, if we're at the house, she's gonna walk up to it. If otherwise, she's gonna like quietly drive there and just like come out in front. Just like, okay.
Absolutely doing a screen wipe of Izazel starts driving and then is pulling up in front of the house.
She kind of gets out, like turns on the little alarm, just like little beep boop. And she walks up to the door and is like, what kind of home is this?
Well, it's a city, right? So there's no real standalone houses that's, it's like a tower going up into the sky. A couple of stories, but conjoined to the houses on either side. There's like a nice little entryway into a sort of courtyard area that's been swept and tidied. There's some plants that look a little neglected, but otherwise lovely. And a wooden door with a design that you don't really understand, but you assume must be maybe like a family crest or something of diamonds.
She kind of smiles and just like assumes like the diamonds are probably like, she's like, I've seen this before. Walks up to the door. If there's a doorbell, she's gonna ring it. If not, she's just gonna like gently like rap the door a couple of times.
Yeah, there's a doorbell. It's Star Wars.
Yeah.
You do that, and a minute later, the door opens, and you have to... How tall is Izazel again?
Let me double check. I'm pretty sure she's like 5'8". Let me verify. Yeah, she is 5'8".
You're kind of already instinctively looking where you would expect to see like Norin's face, like where you're used to, because they're only an inch shorter than you. You have to look a little farther down as a Mirialan woman with her hair done up in these intricate like buns on either side of her head and these angular lines of broken diamonds going down her face from her hairline all the way like past her jawline down, disappearing beneath her shirt collar, with bright, mirthful eyes, opens the door instead. And before you can speak, because you're taken off guard because you were so focused on Norin, she just goes, hold on a second. Human, missing an arm, general pilot, like apparel. You must be Izazel.
So I'm assuming everyone in Norn's family is just as intelligent as them.
Oh, no. Well, I don't know. Dad, maybe. No one's as intelligent as Norin.
This is true. That's hard to match. But if I'm assuming correct, you're the sister, the musician, correct?
That I am.
She kind of gives a little bow, just like, you were correct on him. I'm Isasal An. I'm a good friend of your sibling.
Is that what they're calling it these days? And she just sort of steps aside and waves like, come on in.
She just walks in smiling, just like, and so this is, stops and thinks about Nora. So much makes sense all of a sudden.
You come in into the home, and it's a wide general living area. You can see windows that look out onto like a what seems to be like a large shared back courtyard area. Kitchen through an entryway to the left, from what little you can make out through it, and lots of low furniture in sort of a circular around a brazier, giving off warmth and heat to fill up the room. It's the warmer season right now, but it still feels kind of cold, probably than Izazel is used to. I don't know. I don't know. She spends a lot of time in space, maybe not.
Yeah, at this point, she's used to space. She's usually in, like, she grew up in, like, a tropical environment, but now she's, like, spent so much time in space where she's just used to the cold. There's a reason for a jacket.
There's a lot of intricately woven hangings on the wall and painted designs and everything. And Lunala just gestures at one of the seating, like, low sofas. It's just like, make yourself at home. Do you want water or anything?
Ooh, water would be very nice. And she looks at the floor. She looks at Lunala's feet just to see, is this a shoes on or shoes off kind of place?
Shoes off. Yeah. There's rugs.
I just want to do this because she's not good, because she's been practicing and is not really gonna think twice about where she does this. So, like, here she feels comfortable. I want to see something. That stops her. She was about to use the force to, like, help take off her boots because, one hand it's kind of hard, and it just gets a wave of just anxiety in the back of her head. Just like in the back of her head, just hears a voice of just like, "Don't make their house messy. What are you doing?" Just like her mother's telling her, like, hearing her mother's voice about the tips of, like, how do you talk to people you like, all that stuff, and just hearing it's like, "Don't be a slob, stand up straight, smile," and she's like, kind of like rushes it off, just takes off her boots, and then goes and kind of makes herself like comfortable on the seating, looking around at all the art and at, like, just the general vibe of the place. I mean, here we call it, we would find the force of the place, but, the feng shui in our universe.
Lunala brings you a glass of water and then disappears behind some cleverly, like some corner or something. Like, you look down for a second and then she's gone. And if you listen, you can hear the sound of footsteps going upstairs.
He does a little pat, drinks most of the water in one glug, and then puts it down. Just like, suddenly realizes she's thirsty, she's hungry, she has not eaten this whole time. Just like, she's like running on calf, and now a glass of water. Just a hot girl diet. It's what you do.
It's pretty quiet in here because there's only a few people in this large space. So you can, like, if you're being quiet, you can hear the sound of like an impact on the floor. And then rushing footsteps coming back down the stairs.
You still kind of panics for a second, kind of like make sure she's all brushed off, and kind of like instinctively kind of like stands up when she hears like the footsteps start hitting like, the wet, like the cold plops on like the floor. She just like stands up and looks that direction.
I'm tempted. I'm gonna, yeah. It'll just be an average check. But with the setback. Yeah. There's a sound of like a misstep where it was a very steady rhythm of the steps, and then that rhythm is broken and there's a louder thump, and then continues back again, and Norin comes around the corner. And the first thing you really see is that they look a bit different. They're not dressed in work clothes. Their blue jumpsuit, their navy jumpsuit and brown vest are gone. They're dressed in like this black short-sleeved flowing shirt and leggings with this scarf sort of wrapped around their shoulders that's purple and has like these intricate designs going through it. They have earrings all through their ears and a nose ring and a little bit of eyeliner. Like actually a lot more eyeliner than you've usually ever seen on them before. And they kind of stand there. Izazel, what are you doing here?
They probably had to say that because Isa had the like giant smile looking at Norn like this. And goes, "Oh, well, I got the message from you, but it was really broken apart, and then what we were able to decipher from here. I had to come check in on you. I need to make sure that things were okay between us. I mean, that you were okay. And are you okay? I thought I just heard you fall."
I'm fine. I got used to wearing shoes all the time, and my foot slipped. Anyway, so the message I sent back to ISR didn't come through properly?
No, it just... She kind of stops. The way the message was worded, and I have a feeling now that I'm about to be quite embarrassed that you weren't coming back.
I did say those words, yes. But I'm not coming back on the day I was supposed to, because the Festival of Stars is going to keep me grounded for the next 11 days at minimum.
Oh, that's what that droid was talking about. And stops. And well, that means I'm also grounded for the next 10 days.
Yeah, you are. So welcome to Muriel.
It's quite...
And my home?
You have quite the beautiful home, Norin. Your sister let me in.
I know. She came and told me you were here. Quite rudely. And Lunala has appeared at the foot of the stairs, like grinning, like the Tuca that's got the milk. And then when she catches the glare from Norin, she disappears into the kitchen. Is anyone else with you?
I mean, Trellway was kind of on that ship when I took off, and I sent him off to go get himself a hotel because I realized he has not had the vacation in a while. And did you know he didn't know he was getting paid? He thought he was working for room and board.
He needs to learn to ask more questions.
He's used to not asking any questions, but I sent him to go get himself a room and, like have a mini, like kind of take care of himself, like a mini vacation. He needs it.
Okay. Were you planning on staying in that hotel with him?
I mean, I honestly, I originally yes, because I thought I
Did-
was about to come in and get told I wasn't, that this was. Cuts herself off. There wasn't. I had a concept of a plan.
Did you even know about the festival?
Stops. No, I did not.
Okay. So you came here not realizing that you were going to be stranded on a foreign planet for 2 weeks. Okay. I'll talk to my dad. We have spare rooms. Stay at the hotel tonight. But we're not even staying in town.
I mean, like if
Short range comms should work. Call Trollway and tell him that if he hasn't spent his money yet to come over here, we have more than enough rooms for both of you. And I guess you can stay here if you don't want to go, or you can come with us. I don't know. Okay, this is great. And Norrin is like, do you have a drink? You've got water. Good. She was a good hostess. And Norrin turns around and goes into the kitchen.
He's still kind of like
to get themselves a drink.
He still kind of like walks out the front door. I'm just gonna make this call real quick, and walks out the front door and closes it behind her. Opens up the comms like, Troy, can you hear me?
Oh, yes.
You've gotten a hotel already, correct?
I'm in line. There does seem to be a fair amount of people trying to check into these places.
Okay, well, if you're unable to get yourself a room, there'll be room here for you. But actually, honestly, just get to the line. Come over here. Oh, wait. No. Come over here. You'll be great to keep. Do not. Just. I'll see you soon, Charlie.
I'm on my way.
She was about to try to be decent, but stop. Go. No. I gotta be good. I gotta be a good captain. Stop. It's like turns off her comm, stops herself. Like before going inside, takes a breath. It's like they look so cute when they're not in work uniform. Takes a breath and then walks back in.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Heroes of the Hydian Way. You can find show updates at linktree/The Hydian Way, and you can find me on the socials at Deuterium Ice.
You can find me, Erica Goodwitch, and all of my mercenary work at linktree/Erica Goodwitch.
You can find me everywhere as at SimDisorder with one Y and one I in that order.
And we are all at thehydianway.com, where you can find previous episodes and previous seasons.
You can find more episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Music, and plus, you can help us out by rating, reviewing, and subscribing.
You can holocom us at heroesatthehydianway.com. You can find merch at tpublic.com/user/thehydianway.
And if you like what we do and want to support the show, you can with a CAF subscription at ko-fi.com/thehydianway.